Today, we're talking about cats and pills. Nearly everything alive becomes ill at some stage in its life, and pets are no exception. I have been very fortunate in that my 2 cats have been very healthy for most of their lives. Recently, the oldest cat became ill and had to go to the vet. Unfortunately, she was diagnosed with a form of cancer. The treatment options were pills or radiation therapy. The radiation therapy was very expensive, so that left the pills. Pills are fine for humans, but if you have ever tried to administer pills to your cat, then you would know some of the problems I have had. I usually feed my cats on a dry all-in-one biscuit diet. This diet and a supplement of fresh food has kept them very healthy for over 14 years. But now I need to add pills to her diet every 12 hours. So, what do I feed her that will hide the pill well enough for her to eat it without complaining? Well, after some experimentation, I came to the conclusion that hiding a whole pill was not the answer. Not the answer at all. Whole pills are located and removed from the food with amazing accuracy. The simple answer is to crush the pills before adding them to the food. Note, the pills should be added to a small quantity of food, half a normal serve or less, and that small quantity should be given to your pet before the rest of the meal. This helps to ensure your cat is hungry enough to eat the entire pill. Once the pill food is eaten, you can give them the rest of the meal. Okay, let's talk about how to crush pills. Pills are usually quite easy to crush into powder. I use 2 spoons, 1 small teaspoon as the crusher, and a larger dessert spoon to hold the pill. Place the pill into the larger spoon and using the edge of the small spoon as a blunt knife, carefully break the pill into smaller chunks. Now use the small teaspoon to gently crush the chunks into powder. In less than 2 minutes, you should be ready to sprinkle the powdered pill onto a small serve of food. Crushing the pill gets much easier once you have done 2 or 3. Now let's talk about how to feed the pill to your cat. It isn't hard to hide a little pill in a tasty food, but it is hard to get your cat to eat the pill if they know that it is there. I tested out a few different food types for this project and found that cat biscuits are extremely hard to hide a pill in. Wet food, especially meat-based products, worked the best. For this demonstration, I will show you how to hide a pill in some chicken. To make it look more realistic, I will also pretend that my cat is sick. As I said, my cat's name is Eff-Gee F+G, and she can tell the time as well, if not better than I can. Every 12 hours plus or in 30 mins, she is asking me for her pill food. Anyway, let's begin. First, wash your hands thoroughly. Now let's crush the pill. Grab a pill and place it on the back of a spoon. Using the edge of the teaspoon, smash the pill into smaller bits. Continue to smash the pill until it is a fine powder. Be careful not to breathe the powder in. If you have more than 1 pill to crush, repeat these steps. Next, grab a small amount of food and mix the crushed pill into the food. Get another amount of food and mix it into that one. You will now have a small amount of food with a pill mixed in. This is what you will feed to your cat. Next, find somewhere quiet where your cat will feel safe and relaxed. You might want to put the food down on the floor or on a table. Hold the food in front of your cat and wait for them to investigate. Cats are naturally inquisitive, so they will probably sniff the food and maybe eat a little bit of it. Once they start eating the food, they won't notice the pill. Your cat will quickly finish eating the food, and you can then give them the rest of their meal. Some cats might be suspicious if the food has been taken away and then returned, but mine doesn't seem to care. You can do this several times a day if you need to, but it is best to wait until your cat has finished the food before giving them more. This method works best with wet food, but you can try it with dry food too. Just be aware that your cat might be able to tell that the food tastes different. If your cat refuses to eat the food, you can always try hiding the pill in a different food. You can also try heating the food up slightly, but never microwave any pill. It could damage the active ingredients or even make them toxic to your pet. Try not to stress out your cat while you are doing this. If your cat gets stressed, they will stop eating and drinking, which could make the pill even harder to feed them. If you have any concerns, speak to your vet. They may be able to suggest a different way of feeding the pill to your cat, or they may even be able to prescribe a liquid version of the same medication. If you can get the liquid, that is often easier to feed a cat. Can the cat refuse the pill food? Yes, they can. If your cat refuses to eat the food, don't force them. Just try again later. If your cat still won't eat the food, then you will have to get your vet to force the pill into the cat's mouth. The vet will have special equipment to do this. Can I crush the pill and bury it in a larger amount of food? No, don't do that. Your cat will probably spot the missing food and realize that you are trying to trick them. Also, if the pill comes into contact with other food, it may not taste right and your cat may not eat it. So, it's important to only add the crushed pill to a small amount of food. Can I freeze the pill food? Yes, you can freeze it, but it may not taste very good when your cat thaws it out. How long does the pill stay in the food? The pill stays in the food until your cat eats it. When your cat eats the food, the pill will pass through their digestive system and be eliminated as waste. What if my cat throws up? If your cat throws up, they won't absorb any of the medication. You will need to crush another pill and hide it in another small amount of food. You can do this several times a day if you need to, but try to wait until your cat has finished the food before giving them more. What if my cat doesn't like the food? If your cat doesn't like the food, you can try hiding the pill in a different food. You can also try heating the food up slightly, but never microwave any pill. It could damage the active ingredients or even make them toxic to your pet. I hope that helps. Good luck. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.